You grew up in a pretty conservative evangelical family. What was that like?
So I felt like I grew up with a strong value system and a sense of purpose that was bigger than myself. We ate dinner, together every single night. On New Year's was like the only time we went out to a restaurant, and it was usually Red Lobster. I still love the Red Lobster. Shout out to Red Lobster. We went to church every Sunday. I ended up teaching Sunday school. My mom thought I might eventually go into early childhood education, but I decided to super rebel and go into the military and study math instead.
What's the scariest moment in your career or your life?
This is kind of silly, but it is one of the scariest. So when Casey was out of town one time, I decided to watch The Exorcism of Emily Rose. It was a bad move. In this movie, like a demon is coming when like stuff shakes. I like went to my bedroom and I locked my door, just in case.
Demons cannot get through doors. Everyone knows this.
Not if they're locked. I get in my bed and I kid you not, the doorknob started shaking. I literally cover myself with my blanket because that will also help. I like peek out and it shakes again. And I think I almost wet myself. Finally, I look and my cat stuck its paw under the door and was shaking the door to try to get in.
Well, that makes sense. A lot of people think cats are demons. And what did you learn from this, Amanda?
I do think that was the last like horror-ish movie I've seen. I don't think I've watched another one since then.
What is your favorite thing about being a mom?
I actually really like getting older. I got a few grays now and I love them. And one of my friends is like, you can totally dye those. And I was like, no, I earned them. I want them here. I love watching my kids get older. It's so fun watching them become, humans that are, full adults getting there. I love it.
What are your favorite little victories?
One of my jobs is I have to publish in academic journals, which only academic economists will basically read. If you're an economist out there, shut your ears for a minute. I don't really care if other economists read my work. My favorite wins and my favorite victories are actually when I get to write op-eds that are more widely read by people. So I got to write 2 op-eds. One already came out for Market Watch. Those are my favorite victories when I get to write a piece based on real research and based on really rigorous research, but write it in a way that can be interesting to everyone and be more well read, and then possibly guide economic policy.
I think this is very important that we have academics that can do this. Whenever we get so siloed and we think, oh, no one's really going to understand this, so I'm only going to discuss it at this very high level, then some people think that we're speaking down to them.
So it is about starting a conversation where here's what the research shows. Let's hear back on what you think, what you're doing. Let's have a conversation to figure out what's really going on.
The pandemic has been hard on all of us. But how have you grown for the better in the last 2 years?
I think it has allowed me to sit down and think about where my passions really are and what drives me the most. And I think it is reaching out to people and, getting good conversations out there about especially good economic policy. If we want good economic policy, you have to talk to more than just economists. So that has been kind of realizing that is really where my passion is.
Well, you're very good at it, I'm going to say. You're very gifted. Yeah. And everyone should follow you on Twitter because you talk about things in a very relatable way. And I thank you for that.